All right, what's good, everyone? Logan Stern here. Right now, it is late at night, and we are in the garage gym. We're about to hit a back and biceps workout late at night. I went to the water park today with my friend. We hung out, just had a pretty big meal a couple hours ago. Had a footlong from Subway, some Ruffles, baked chips, which I love, and a little bit of fruit, and a Cold Stone Oreo overload, like it size. So pretty big cheat meal because it's one of my high calorie days. So I'm really hoping the pump should be pretty good tonight. And I honestly think it will. I'm already feeling my veins popping out through my shirt, which is good. But anyways, though, we're about to hit back and biceps. Today is going to be, I think, a narrated workout. I'm also going to film some clips later for an Instagram video. But we're looking at a narrated workout. I'm going to show you guys my full back workout. Tell you guys what you should do. Plus some bicep training at the end because I'm really trying to grow my tiny arms. But yeah, guys, I'll see you throughout the video. All right, so we are going to begin this workout off with an isolation movement, which I've kind of talked about before. I like to do this with bodybuilding because it's really important to try to feel out the muscle and get it warmed up before you train it to failure and really try to break down the fibers. So for this back workout, we're going to start with some cable lat pullovers. So ideally, I like to stand a bit further back, and yeah, it's about the right height, but I like to stand a bit further back. But with this machine, I kind of can't because the cable will scrape on like the edge or whatever. So I just kind of do what I can. So I've kind of decided that for this video, I'm not going to show all my warm-up sets with all my movements, just for the first one. And for the rest of them, I'll probably show like maybe 1 or 2 warm-up sets, then I'll show my real set. But just because it can take a lot of time, and I don't want this video to be too long. One of the biggest critiques I have with my videos is that they can be a bit too long. So I figure you don't need to see all my warm-ups. So I'll just kind of like show some and then show my main lifts. But anyways, back to this. We're kind of really trying to focus on getting a lat contraction in the lower areas, stretching the muscle out at the insertion, then contracting at the origin. But so I'm trying to get like a full stretch before I lose tension on my lat. So as you guys can see, I'm going up to the point where my shoulder isn't like at full flexion, but it's getting close to like where I can keep tension on my lats. And I'm really trying to contract hard and control the eccentric. So here's my top set, which I believe, I did 50 pounds and I hit it for 14 reps. So for my first set, I try to do a weight I can do for 10 to 15 reps. Then I increase the weight. My back down set will be a weight I can do for 15 to 20 reps. So slightly lighter than my top set. But I hit 14, so I'm going hard, as you guys can see. I'm still going up to full flexion. I've noticed on my heavier weights, I kind of go higher up. Yeah, bring it higher up, but I try to really keep tension on my lats. But I'm still feeling it, like, as guys, you can't really see, but my face is, like, making all these weird kind of expressions. But I'm really controlling the eccentric, going down hard, and this last rep was a grinder. I would have failed that last rep, so I stopped there. But, yeah, I'm just struggling with that. Now the pump cover comes off, and I hit 40 pounds for 20 reps. So, for me, this is an improvement because I think when I first started out, yeah, when I trained at this garage gym, like, I think like 7-8 months ago, I was only hitting like 40 pounds from my top set of 10 to 15. But now I'm hitting it for my back off set. And for like a movement like this where the weights are going to be smaller, this is good progress because I'm going about 20 pounds up with a weight that I'm trying to kind of stumbling over this. But I guess I'm making like a 20 to 25% weight improvement, which is pretty solid. So that's what you got to remember with like exercises where the weights aren't as heavy. Smaller like increments of progress is like equal to bigger ones with bigger weights. So yeah, I'm going hard though, as you guys can see. Really trying to focus on this contraction. I didn't train a failure with that. I totally cut myself short, but still is hard. So now we're doing some barbell bent over rows. So here's my warm-up sets with 95 pounds. I don't go very heavy with these, but because I really try to get down perfect form. If you get perfect form down with this, you can really get a great lat contraction with this. So as you guys can see at my torso, like about try somewhat like above parallel with the ground. I'm really trying to focus on keeping my elbows tucked and getting a good lat contraction. So here's my top set. I'm doing 155 for, I think I'm going to count the reps right now. 8, 9, So I think that was like 11 or 12 reps. But yeah, now we're going to back off a little and do 145 pounds. So with bro bar rows, I used to go super heavy these. I used to do like 2.5, even 3 plates, I think once. But I used to just go super heavy and just fling the weight around. But I wasn't really getting optimal back contraction with this. What you really want to do is like try to keep your torso as level to the ground. Naturally, it will rise with a lot of rows, but you want to keep your torso kind of like parallel to the ground or a slightly higher angle, but also really focus on keeping your elbows tucked so you get a natural contraction. So now we're going to do some bilateral dumbbell rows. So these can be very tricky. These can feel really weird if you don't do them very regularly. Yeah, so like I just said, they're hard to do if you don't do them regularly, and I kind of saw that with this set. Here are the 60-pound dumbbells. I only got like 5, and I just realized this weight's too heavy. I'm not getting a good contraction, so I just kind of threw it down and decided to go lighter. In the past, I've done that for like 11 to 12 reps, so I think this really goes to show that consistency is important, especially with some movements, if you want to sustain your progress, because I haven't been doing these very consistently for like a month and a half, and that was much higher up. I didn't really lose strength overall, as I saw through the rest of my workout, but I just kind of lost that motor pattern, and it's a really complex one. So I decided to go lighter, and I hit the 50s. So I'm pretty sure I got for like 12 reps. I was kind of talking over it, so I couldn't really fully count. But I got for 12, and I was like, this feels much better, getting a much better contraction, especially in the traps. So I went up to 55s, and I got them for 10 reps, or 11, I think. But anyways, with this, you really want to focus on trying to keep your, really trying to retract your scapula, and you're really going to be trying to hit your traps with this, not as much your lats. So you're going to keep your elbows a bit higher up, not really tucked as much. I think like a somewhat between like a total flared out angle and normal is okay. So for my next movement, I didn't record any working sets, so I just basically did a set 10 to 15, then I did a rest pause set. I did some chest assisted dumbbell rows with one in each hand, kind of like an alternative to a machine row, but great for like the mid back and traps. I'm learning this movement, so my form might not be the best here, but that's basically what I did for the next one. Moving on to the next movement, I basically did some lat pull-downs with a normal grip, slightly like at the bend of the bar. But anyways, I did some lat pull-downs. What I did here is I did a Widowmaker set, or I did like a Widowmaker / drop set. But basically a Widowmaker set is where you like get a weight you can do for, let's say like 10 reps, 10 to 15 reps. Then you try to hit like literally like 3 to 4 times that amount of reps. And you take as minimal breaks as possible, and ideally, you want to stay in like the stretch position once you hit failure before you go for more reps, but that can be very hard. So what I do when I fatigue and go to failure is I put it up for like 5 to 10 seconds, not like as much time as a rest pause set, and then I get back to it. So for this one, I went a little too heavy. The goal was at 30 to 40 reps, so I basically fatigued like around like 25-ish, I think, and I usually try to do like 3 or less breaks, so I realized this is going a bit too heavy, so I had to make some weight drops and kind of like do almost like a Widowmaker / drop set. I still got the work in, but ideally I like to use the same weight and just like try to go for 30 to 40 reps with 3 or less short breaks. And then once I get to the point where I'm able to hit 40 reps, I increase the weight. So this is a really great way to challenge the muscle, break it down, and also really like train your mind too, because this is like a true to failure tactic. It's like hit failure, take a little break, hit failure, take a little break, hit failure, take a little break, hit failure one more time, and then you're done. Like with like a lat pull down or some other isolation movements, this is not an isolation movement, but if you do this on some isolation movement like lateral raises, it gives you killer pumps. So this is another advanced training method. Don't do this if you're a beginner, because this is like a really hard way to train to failure. But if you're an intermediate or advanced lifter, I think these are a great set intensifier, and I highly recommend you put them in your program. So I basically did this Widowmaker set, and that was it for back. All right, so here's biceps. I didn't film all my stuff, but I basically did some cable curls. I ramped up to a top set of 12 to 15 reps. I did some standing dumbbell curls, but I didn't record. I did some unilateral hammer curls. I almost said hamstring raises. I don't know why, but hammer curls with each arm. I couldn't really go super heavy with these because I'm getting like bicep or forearm tendonitis. I don't know what it is, just weird clicking. So I have to kind of like warm up and work my way up slowly. But I did this for a few sets. I'm really trying to hit my arms with a ton of volume because they're my weak point. I really want to grow them before I start my cut and get down to stage condition. So yeah, I did these 3 things for arms, and that was it for the workout. So now at the end of every workout, I got to get some posing in to get some progress pics. So here's my front delt bicep, which is one of my favorite poses, probably either my second or third favorite. I think I just really need to get my biceps up to really try to improve this pose. I just have small arms. I've kind of genetically had them, but side chest, one of my favorite poses. Either this or most muscular is my favorite. So I'm doing my side chest. And right now, I'm not really that lean. I'm probably like 20% body fat, which isn't like fat, but it's definitely not considered lean. There's a back, and then back delt bicep. So I really mess up my foot positioning a lot with this, but I'm able to get my traps to pop out usually. There's another decent pose for me. But yeah, guys, that's it for the workout. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be posting a leg workout soon too. But yeah, guys, thank you so much again for the support. And incorporate some of the stuff I showed you in this video into your training. And I'll see y'all in the next video.